We are back with another Carrier Oils 101 series episode, and this is where we take a look at the ingredients found in your beard products, or really just cosmetics in general, and we take a deep dive and look at the history, the benefits, and if I recommend them to you guys or not. Today, we're going to cover Borage oil, aka star flower. Now, this is a plant that has been used for thousands and thousands of years, but the oil side, the cosmetic side, the topical side has been very new in just the last 10 to 20 years, and I want to break it all down for you guys. But first, quick introduction. My name is Dan C. Bearded. On these videos, I get a lot of people that come in from outside of the beard world that are not subscribers, and I would like to welcome you guys. Even if you don't have a beard, I have a feeling a lot of the information in this series and on this channel in general could and will benefit you. Give it a try. Just browse through some other videos. If it seems like something that you might enjoy or like, even if you just like the vibes here, consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed already and you're watching this one, you're a real one and I appreciate you. And if everybody could, please hit a thumbs up on the video to show YouTube, hey, this is valuable content that this man's putting out there for free. History. Let's take a deep dive into the history of this Borage oil. And I do feel obligated to say I am a former history teacher. For 12 years, I taught ancient world history, and these days I get my history fix with videos just like this. So as I mentioned, this plant has been around and has been used for thousands and thousands of years. It originally came from the Mediterranean region, Syria to be specific, and then now, of course, is all over the world. Now, it has a couple of different nicknames. We know that it's Borage oil, but it's also known as star flower, as I mentioned in the introduction. It's also known as bee bread, and it's also known as spirit lifter. I'll explain that last one in a bit here, but the other ones are pretty easy. It's a blue flower that is shaped like a star, bright flower, bees are drawn to it, so that's where you get bee bread, that's where you get star flower, pretty simple. Now, the spirit lifter is something that is more so to do, I believe, with the uses. Up until about the last 10 to 20 years, there have been two main uses for this Borage plant. Number one was adding to wine as a flavor additive. Spirit lifter. So I do think that nickname has more to do with the wine side of things than it does the plant. And the Greeks loved Borage in their wine. So much so that it's mentioned in the Odyssey, specifically speaking about wine. So they loved that. And again, that traveled all over the world. And then they started to figure out the benefits for health, specifically things like arthritis or other inflammation complications. There's some real science and benefits to ingesting it. Now, I'm not suggesting that. I'm not recommending it. I don't know enough on that side of things. I'm just talking about topically applying. So it was beloved by the Greeks. It was beloved all throughout the world and then has spread everywhere. The leading producers in 2023 actually are not anywhere really near its origins. We have the UK as number 1, Canada as number 2, and New Zealand as number 3. They are leading the world in producing this historically great plant. And again, it's only been about 10 to 20 years where people started applying it to their skin, to their hair, in their cosmetics products. It's very new and it's very hot and trending because of all the amazing things I'm about to tell you guys about. Benefits, there's a lot of them. To begin, it has a 2 rating on the comedogenic scale, meaning it is not likely to clog anybody's pores. It also has a light yellow to light greenish color, so nothing that's real drastic, but it's also not clear and see-through or looking like water. It also has kind of a medium viscosity. It's not something that's extra thick, but it's also not extremely thin. It has a shelf life of 2+ years, meaning it's on the much better side of average when it comes to these oils that we find from plants. That's fantastic. Now, with the properties, it has every single thing that you want. From being anti-inflammatory for your skin, meaning it's going to relax the hair follicle. It's going to allow the nutrients to get to go where they need to, even better, even faster. It also is a great antioxidant. It's going to prolong the shelf life of that beard oil. Not only does it have a 2+ year shelf life, it's going to make those other ingredients last longer, specifically the scents. The worst enemy of a scent in a beard product is oxidation. Oxygen getting in there, breaking up the molecules, dissipating them so you just don't smell it anymore. This ingredient by itself will help protect that oxidation process, which is amazing. Beyond that, it has all the good acids that we want and look for. It is believed to be the richest source of GLAs out of any vegetable oil that has ever been measured. That's amazing. If you guys understand the different fatty acid profiles, that's something where you're like, whoa, that's crazy, Dan. It's just so good. And I would say the best attribute, the best feature of Borage oil is its ability in a wonderful way to lock in moisture. To lock in moisture to your skin, to lock in moisture to your hair, but at the same time, not feel extra sticky, not feel extra thick and heavy. We have a lot of sealing coating oils that can do that same thing of locking in moisture, sealing and coating. But they often come at the expense of being sticky, of being heavy, not styling well. Borage is the opposite of that. It will style fantastic, it will feel wonderful, and it will do all of those things. Whoo, man, the benefits of this are vast. And I could keep going and break down all of the different little vitamins and all the acid profiles that it has. Just know that it's offering a lot for your skin and your hair. Let's wrap this up with the tough question to end with here. Do I recommend this oil in the ingredients of the products you guys are using or looking for? Yes, of course. But I do have a side note. I only recommend Borage oil if it is cold pressed. Unfortunately, we do have suppliers in sourcing that do use solvent extraction, aka something like hexane to break down the seed and then get the oil out of it. That is not good. We don't want hexane on our hair. We don't want it on our skin, especially with something that's sealing and coating like a Borage oil. Not good at all. Companies out there, just take that extra step with your supplier, with your sourcing, and check how is it extracted. Consumers, I don't recommend blowing up the inbox of the companies that use this. If it's a company you trust, know that they've done their due diligence and they found the right suppliers. And I will say the majority of Borage oil is cold pressed, which is great as compared to other ones where we see where the solvent is the majority and you got to search and find the really good quality ones. Most of the oil that's coming out of the UK, Canada, and New Zealand is going to be cold pressed. So that is awesome news. But yes, this one truly is a game changer where I would use a new oil and I'd be like, oh my gosh, my beard feels amazing. It looks amazing. All these ingredients are pretty common. Oh, what is this one? And then I found another oil that had, I'm like, oh, what is this one? Now, I would like for you guys down in the comments below to do a couple of things for me, please. Number one, do you know any companies that use this oil? Drop a comment with their name down below. I used to put out the names of companies out there, and then I thought maybe it took a wrong turn on how people viewed it, like this was an ad or I was trying to plug certain companies, and I haven't done that for a while. I want it to come from you guys, and I know you've got my back here. What companies use Borage oil? Let us know down below. Additionally, what questions and comments do you have? Is there something you would like me to explain? Sometimes I just go surface level on this stuff and you want me to go deeper? I would be happy to. Other than that, do you have something to add? What about your personal experience with Borage oil? Have you used the company's beard oil that has this? Did you notice a difference? Did it not work for you? Do you have an allergy? Let us know down below. And again, any comments, it's open, you guys. Let's get interactive down there. I appreciate it all. And if you guys watch this one, man, thank you. These are some of my favorite videos, the least viewed videos, but I do know that they're helpful and I will never stop making them. My name is Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.